buddies.
Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the Bunch of Bull studio like we do every Saturday. And tonight, I got two special guests in the house with me. I got my man JHawk and Billy Hoyle.
Peace, family.
Hey, what's happening, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Everything good? Good to be
man.
back.
Good, glad to be here.
Yeah, man. It's y'all back for the second time, man. Make sure if y'all didn't check out the first episode with JHawk, make sure y'all check that one out. And I have an episode with Billy Hoyle as well separately. But this time, y'all back as a collaborative duo promoting the new album, Player One, right?
Right. I said I'd be back. Told
Yeah.
you I was going to do this shit. You know?
Man. No, I love it, man.
Shit, man.
No, I love it. I'm excited to have you guys back. I listened to the project. I always do my homework beforehand, and I definitely made sure I tuned in this week, knowing that you guys were coming on, and I like it. I like it a lot, man. I love the
Thank you.
I love what you did with the hooks. I love when you go melodic on the hooks too. That shit be fire. And of course, you lace the beats up.
Thank you.
I like a lot. I even like the the little skits. I like to do shit like that too. With the little clips. So all that I'm a big fan of. But like I said, if you guys want to check out the separate interviews, y'all can do that. So we ain't gonna get too much into the history of you guys individually, but we certainly gonna talk about the project and how you guys got together to do the project.
Right on.
So
Hell yeah, man.
what brought you two together, man? How did you guys first get introduced to each other?
Shit. I've known Hoyle for mad long, God. Like, we talking like 20 years, maybe plus. So this is a long time coming, this project we're doing. I don't know. I mean, I guess he could speak on from his point of view on this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, for most things for me, it stems back or roots back to Time Bomb,
Hell
Hawk
yeah.
being in the area. I remember him coming in the store. And we always, like, I don't know, most people that came in the store, like, you could find common ground with musically.
Yeah.
But we had a lot more that, like, crossed over. But I was thinking about this earlier. The point where I think we probably really locked in was I was holding down the store. Hawk came in, and Brick in Your Face by Stitches had just dropped.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And I was playing that just like on repeat, just like kind of losing my mind. I love shit like that, And
Pay up.
right,
We was on that.
and it's such like it differs so much from like traditionally what our taste is or anything, But I'd play music for people like that in the store a lot, like Cutting Up. They just like really wouldn't get it, or you'd have to explain it. Right. And Hawk was just laughing how I was, so that always
he got where you were coming from with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like, to me, that's what ends up making all the other stuff like make sense. Like, things that are much more kind of serious or to be taken seriously. We listen to a lot of music like that, so I feel like something like Stitches just like balances that out.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. Like, I have like one of my guilty pleasures is Riff Raff. I was talking about that on another podcast. I definitely have those. Because like you said, some things are for some times and period. You know what I mean? Like, I don't always want to listen to a certain type of music. Like, my mood might be different, so I might need something to fit the mood. So
there's a time and place for everything.
There's a time and a place for everything, for sure. And it's funny, like, it seems like Time Bomb is such a meeting place, right?
Yeah.
For people to get together and opportunities to come about.
No cap.
Especially in hip hop. I can't tell you how many people I've had on who have stories of Time Bomb and some type of connecting piece that they had coming out of Time Bomb.
Right.
Even I had Germ on, and he talked about how opportunities came from Time Bomb for him. That's how he ended up working for ID Labs to begin with. So shout out Time Bomb, the Time Bomb shout.
Oh man, shout
out
out OG Brick.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Brick for always being that guy in the community. He's really the mayor of hip hop in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Shout out Brick Shot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a show tonight.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
for
to
sure.
Brick
Yeah,
Shot.
Brick's doing his thing with the band now. So yeah, make sure y'all support that and everything he does because he's been such a vital part.
Yeah,
to
we
so
love
many
OG,
people's-
man. We love OG. Bro.
Yeah, he's been a vital part to so many people's careers. So definitely shout out to him.
He's basically my father. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raised me.
Yeah, that's how I met Hoyle. You know what I'm saying? Damn, yo. You was young as hell working in Time Bomb back in the day when it was on Highland.
I was a teenager. When I
You know what I'm
first
saying? Right. Puppies. We was puppies.
Yeah.
That's how I met Hoyle. He was working at Time Bomb. You know what I'm saying? And I was running around trying to be a rapper. And then I fell in love with Hoyle's sound through just a kinder spirit of mutual music we like to listen to. You know, I come around, he's listening to Dipset. He come around, I'm listening to fucking MF Doom or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were just kinder spirits. And so when I started listening to his sound, like what he was capable of doing, I immediately fell in love. And it just made sense to me on those grounds. Like, why wouldn't? Like,
Because your ears so already in sync. How did you know that he produced right away? How did you figure out? How did you learn that he produced?
I had to hear it through the grapevine at first. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It was other artists I heard on his work first, and like
Do
take.
you remember who you first heard on his
It
work?
probably was Reem. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It was probably Reem. First time I heard that Hoyle made beats, right? And then he was never shy with the beats or none of that. Whenever I asked for a pack, you know what I mean, he was always generous. You know, I believe the first song we did celebrates its 10-year anniversary this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a song we did on the Hocko Man Savage Volume 2 tape.
Bunny Scholar.
Bunny Scholar's Brunch. I did a song called Bunny Scholar's Brunch.
Okay.
Yeah. Super dope track. You know
How
what
did
I
that
mean?
come about?
As soon as I heard the type of sound he was coming with, like take the song itself, the Bunny Scholar's Brunch, dope ass Patti LaBelle type sample in there, like that's right. That's
In your
right in my
wheelhouse?
pocket. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. So, word. Yeah. It was meant to be. It was only right. Honestly, it was only right. You know what I mean?
How about you? When did you first hear about JHawk rapping?
Well, you know, the thing with working at the store, like working at Time Bomb, like one, it was an epicenter for everyone, you know. And anyone who would come in, like, I don't, you know, I could just ask Brick about them,
Yeah.
you know. So probably the first time Hawk came in, I knew he rapped. Brick probably put me down with him. Yeah, I can't like pinpoint an exact
Salute
moment.
to the old time. I had like my first battle at Time Bomb.
Did you?
In
A
the,
lot of
in
people
the
had their
basement.
first battle with Time Bomb.
In the basement. You know what I'm saying? Hell
That
yeah.
was a popular battle, like
Meeting
headquarters.
ground.
Well,
Yeah.
we had a garage underneath. This was before I was working there, obviously. When I say we, I just mean like collectively Time Bomb. But had a garage, and they used to battle down there. That's also where they filmed the Puffin' on the Perp video
Okay.
for the
okay.
GOV. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out
Time Bomb
GOV, man.
garage. Yeah.
Yeah, I love talking about old Pittsburgh hip hop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
me
mean,
too.
it's been a good ride.
Me too, man. I
saying?
could talk about it. I mean, that's what I do here,
That's
right?
what he does.
But one of the things I do here, of course, we talk about all underground and emerging MCs, but especially the Pittsburgh hip hop community, of course. No, 100%, man. Like I said, shout out to Tom Bomb. So many great stories that I've heard sitting in this seat from different people and the impact that it had on them. And of course, you two, it brought you two together, and it kind of was
That's
the
a fact.
precursor to this, right?
For sure, yeah, definitely.
Tom Bomb shop.
Definitely.
So you guys get together, you make that first song. What was the chemistry like? How did that come together? Did you just send him a beat and he wrote to it and recorded it, and you heard it later? How did the collaboration come about in that way?
Yeah, that's how it went, for sure.
Yeah. I asked for a pack. Yeah, I mean, he sent it over, and then then it turned into another pack, and then when I just felt like he might have just been in his bag at the time or what, but I just felt like there was a confidence level he had in me for him to be sending me so many sounds that I came up with like we should put out an album. We should be very serious about putting out an album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he jumped on board and he really started driving this shit for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, big shout out to Billy Hoyle on the works of the Player One because, man, definitely doesn't happen without him for sure.
So this is the first project that you guys did together.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Complete project that you did together.
Yeah, that joint came out 10 years ago, and I don't know, when I think about like 2014, 2015, if you compared it to like 2008 prior, it was a lot easier to record and release music in 2014 than it was prior to that. But
Yeah.
to where like independent DIY artistry is now, like it's even easier.
Yeah.
But at 14, 15, even though it might have been easier than it had been prior, like I don't know. I didn't make as many beats back then, you know. I didn't like maybe I made as many beats, but I didn't release stuff as often, you know.
Right.
So we released that joint, and then I don't know, we probably just like continued to carry on doing our things like individually.
Sure.
And then I feel like, you know, probably a little bit closer to the pandemic.
Really
That's
started to
when
lock in.
right. Yeah.
No, and that's the thing about it, right? Because you both have your own individual things going on and independently. And people often ask, you know, why don't you work with this artist? Why don't you work with that artist? It's best when it happens organically. It's not things that you can rush.
Right.
Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Sometimes life be life, and then, you know, you be in this direction and another person be in that direction. It has nothing to do with personal relationships. It's all about timing.
Right, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's basically the antithesis of the completion of this album, you know what I mean? And I'm very proud of the work we've done. It's honestly my favorite piece of work that
Likewise.
I released to date. I know I said that the last time I was here, but like I said, released. This shit wasn't out then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly why I said release, because I had this one in mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Definitely some shit I could stand on this album for sure.
What makes this one so different for you?
I think it's just my natural involvement as an MC,
Yeah.
and I'm having way more fun with it now. And I like where the game is.
Okay.
I like where the game is. You know, there's quite the renaissance, and I like to be in the number. You know what I'm saying? Art is still coming. You know, creative juices are still flowing, so art is still coming.
No, 100%. And the thing that you said that really connects with me is the fact that you said it's a renaissance happening. And I think that is true. You know, I find that to be true. And you see so many artists getting back to basics. And I always tell people that that's always going to be the case. You know, lyrics and the true form of hip-hop is always going to stand the test of time. You know, it's like fashion. You know, a lot of things come and go in fashion. But the things that are always classic are going to stay classic. Levi jeans are always going to be around. Polos are always going to be around. You know, it's going to be a lot of trends that come and go. And I think that's what lyrics are for hip-hop. You know what I mean? It's not a trend. It's the essence of hip hop.
That's right.
So it's always going to come around. Even when that other stuff comes and goes, you know, you're going to see like your Lil B's and, you know, your Trinidad James and those things catch for a moment, but it's just going to be a moment. It's not going to be what sustains in hip hop. So I definitely connect with what you're saying with that, bro.
Yeah, that's actually a conversation I was having with Hoyle not too long ago. We were talking about how, I mean, me personally, when I write, I know I talk about a lot of me personally, because I try not to
speak on someone else's
put
behalf.
nothing on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Say whatever.
But yeah, me, like I got my own writing styles. I got my own listening styles.
Yeah.
I have my own level and degree of passion of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me being cut from the cloth, always like keeping the essence in mind. Yeah, I mean, me being cut from the cloth, I keep it art. I keep it art, not just entertainment. It's very fascinating to say the least, but
You're very intentional in your creativity.
Very intentional moves, you know. A good example would be song on the album Miss Lady, you feel me? Song inspired by my wife. You know, I wrote for and about her that I used for basically my wedding song.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
all,
mean,
yeah.
so we like during our reception, that was the song we walked into and shit. You know what I mean, it was super dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, got married on 420 last year.
Congratulations
Super
on that.
dope 420 wedding, weed themed and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking dessert, the dessert table, everything infused and shit. Everybody
Edibles,
looks fucked
yeah.
up.
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it, man. For sure. And it seems like with this project, it was real intentional. Now, I heard you mention earlier, Hoyle, like 2020, during pandemic times, kind of really when you locked in to start on this project. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you trace a lot of people's creativity back, like the last couple of years, like, are probably a lot of it stems from that time.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's fair.
there's definitely a bubble that was created, and part of it, like, I don't know, proximity is just a big thing. You know, like last 10 years, Hawk and I probably lived, you know, less than 2 miles from each other, but like didn't see each other a ton, and then we were both working down at 5450 Penn Ave, like Daily Bread and Refresh. And when you're in, you know, when you're in that proximity, you're talking music a lot, you're talking about your personal endeavors, and it's just like naturally you're like, well, this is, I mean, why wouldn't I go this direction?
Right,
Like,
right.
this is what makes sense, you know? So that proximity of us being there together all the time just naturally like, came together. And it just happened to be that time period, like around the pandemic.
Yeah, and I know for you done a lot of collaborative projects with different artists.
Yeah.
And I know for you, it's you're real. I want to say picky. I want a better word than picky, but I'm gonna use
Picky's
real.
cool. I'm cool with picky.
I know there's a better word for it though.
Selective.
Selective. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's more of it. I know you're real selective about who you work with.
Right.
Especially when it comes to something like this, doing a full length project.
Yeah.
With an artist. What is it about JHawk that separates him from other artists that you've worked with, that you've done collaborative projects with?
I think Hawk is one, like the best hook writer I write with or work with. No disrespect to anyone else,
Yeah.
but or maybe what I should say is like every time we went in the studio,
I'm the best.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I
put
am the best.
Yeah.
Make
the
no
other
mistake.
people I
You
work
can't
with
say that,
down.
though.
You know?
You can't say that.
But like every time I was really like taken aback with the direction he would go with on hooks. Like, you know, when I'm making a beat, I already have something in mind. I work with a lot of artists, like they're typically somewhere within that ballpark,
Yeah.
you know, of what that hook or song sounds like. And every time we would go in there, like I think the first one I really remember it, he was laid down the hook for Competition.
Ooh,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, damn, I like really didn't. And then the way he layered the hook on Time Is Up. So I think that's one of the big things
Yeah.
that like really stuck out with me about Hawk. But I mean, as much as music does matter for me for like who I work with, because I want to work with people that like are nice and I can enjoy and be proud of. But like when you're working a collaborative album, there needs to be cohesion and there needs to be chemistry.
Yeah.
And we just gel together well as human beings. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think that's a great starting
you
point.
know, someone you can be in close proximity to. Like, this is like making music together is an intimate thing to begin with.
100%.
But like piecing together an album, like especially a 16-track album, and like the way like we wanted to roll it out and things, like you need to have someone that you can
You want to be around.
stand to be around.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Like,
No, for
enjoy
sure.
it for sure. But yeah, I think that's a big thing with Hawk was just like I just enjoy chilling with them. So like the best ideas that come out, either if they're an idea for a song or way to promote the song, way to market something, is you have to be intentional with those things. But like I don't think the best thing is to be like, hey, come over this Saturday. We're going to spend 3 hours
Yeah.
trying to think directly about this. It's more just like chilling. And when you're just like doing what you enjoy to do, naturally those ideas are going to come to you
Right.
like this. And that's just someone I could do it with, you know?
Is that
Pause.
is that normally how your process works?
I'd say like 90%.
Okay.
With You mean like with other artists?
With
Is that how?
other artists as well? Yeah.
Yeah, typically, like I would say the first thing I like if someone wants to work, like if I have the time to work, that's the first thing that matters. But I want to work with them on a smaller scale before like committing to an album. You know what I mean? Yeah. So normally it's just spending time with that person, like someone coming over and just like kicking it. I've had dudes fly in for like the weekend and stay with me just to see how it gels. Like that's how me and James jumped off. He came stayed with me for a weekend. We were both like, yeah, this could work.
That's dope.
Other artists too, but like that's important that you have like chemistry.
Yeah.
I think that translates in a way that people don't always understand.
No, 100%. And that's why I asked you that, because I know your process is very much different than just sending a track and expecting to get something in return. Now for Player One, what brought the name about? Like, how'd you guys come up with this concept, Player One?
Yeah, so Player One is one of my alias names. You know what I'm saying? JHawk, Hawk Spit, Player One, Glocksmith, IHB. It's Hawk, bitch. I got more motherfucking alias names than a goddamn Wu-Tang member. But yeah, so yeah, it was just in my like album cycle, and we're up to the Player One phase, and we locked in conceptively with the album. Something for the players, you know what I mean, in every sense of the word. I came up with it because I'm a gamer myself, a little bit of Call of Duty here and there.
Okay.
But I mean, I be on my pimp shit as well, you heard? So yeah, I got something on there for the pimps, I got shit on there for the gamers, you know what I mean? Pimp shit like Raggedy Bitch, or gamer shit like Richtofen. I mean, the gamers know about Richtofen. You know what I'm saying?
And the Player One intros got a lot of gamer metaphors and punchlines, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
For sure. Now, whenever you heard him come up with this concept, Player One, did that kind of guide you as to how you would create?
Yeah, it definitely guided or gave a sense of direction for, a lot of the album, or both sonically and from like a marketing standpoint. I think the term player was already kind of in my zeitgeist. I was using it with things like, I really jumped that off with James, and Hawk's always been on that, you know what I mean? So when he came with that idea, and I liked how layered it was, I like that you have, player can be interpreted different ways.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So from someone who's thinking about, all right, what's the cover of this look like? What's the branding look like? When we market this, like, how can we push this and things? Something that's multi-layered like that, like, gives us a lot more to work with. So yeah, when he brought that up, I was like, I was hyped.
Shit.
So, Hawk, for you, like, we know Billy Hoyle's a bit of a genius when it comes to the way he creates content, right? Like, just how creative he can be with his content and stuff like that. Were you excited at the prospects of working with him and getting some of that infused?
When I seen some of the shit he had in store for the album, you know what I'm saying, it made me, because admittedly I was a little salty, you know what I mean, only at myself, because I never waited so long to put out music that was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, just be patient. You know what I'm saying? I got something. When he showed me that shit, all that shit ran away. I said, you're a fucking genius, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're goddamn brilliant. You know what I mean? So, it was super dope. And, I'm glad it happened the way it did.
For sure.
It all happened the way it was supposed to.
No, and I know Hoyle was a humble dude, right? Very, very low-key dude, but definitely giving you your props for the way that you approach music, bro. Your mind is special in the way that you approach music and in the way you approach everything, and when you create, whenever you approach art.
Thank you.
And I'm a fan, of the way that you create. Of course, the music itself, but just you in general, bro. You know what I mean? I think you're quite the personality, and that's why I'm always excited to have you on.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You always bring so much to the table, and you put me on to a lot of game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I got a chance to be a part of what you said about the creative process. I've been over. We hung out. And we
Right.
kicked it, and I've seen exactly what you're talking about firsthand. And even during that time, you were telling me a lot about algorithm and how that stuff
Right.
works. Even like the inflation of YouTube numbers. You were saying like 2,400 views back then would equal 240,000 views. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right,
And all this
right.
stuff that you told me about. Now, Hawk, were you aware that he had that type of mind
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
started working with him? I know you two
yeah.
had a personal relationship.
Right, and only through those grounds I was, I mean, familiar with his capabilities, just because, I mean, we've been homies for some time. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. Now, I want to get into this player one. We definitely going to bump some tunes from there, and y'all can tell me a little bit about them.
Cool.
Before we get into that, why don't you tell the people how to get a hold of you on social media if they want to follow you guys, they want to follow the journey, they want to send you beats, rappers want to get in touch with you for some beats. How can they go about doing that?
You can hit me at Billy_Hoyle 412. If you put in Billy Hoyle 412, I'm sure it will come up. But that's pretty much every platform. You know what I mean? I'm sure they'll have us tagged somewhere in the description or something. You can find me. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm not a tough dude to get a hold of.
Yeah, JHawk, Black Scully Gang, pretty much everywhere. JHawk, Black Scully Gang. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
I'll
man.
be there.
Yeah, and y'all tuned into the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the Bunch of Bull Studio. Man, shout out my man JP.
Shout out JP. I'm
Well,
so
I think
UT.
about it. Yeah, I'm so UT. He came
I think that
through.
was one of the videos we watched at my crib.
Yeah?
Or in the studio.
Yeah, we
when-
did.
Because that's one of the first things I do with people is exchange, like, especially if people are coming in from other cities, is exchange like regional hits like
Yeah.
that. Like, you know, like this was during a defining period of the local scene. This is what it looked like, and to get that from other cities is like,
Yeah.
it's sick, you know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely during that golden age of hip hop, and like you said, it from the outside looking in, because I'm from Fayette County, right?
Right.
But I have a very close association with Pittsburgh. Most
For
Pittsburgh
sure.
artists don't even know that I'm from Fayette County. They think
Right.
I'm from the Burgh somewhere, because I lived in the Burgh for a long time. So I have a very unique relationship with that type of thing. Outside artists from Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh artists, I like to bridge the gap a lot.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
in that way. So it is dope to have those connections. And whenever we started
Right on.
talking about that, you were very familiar
Yeah, man.
with I'm So UT.
Big
and-
Union Town shit, baby.
for sure. But so let's get into some of this player one, man. And I want to kick it off with the intro track, Player One.
Cool.
If that's okay with you fellas.
Definitely.
So Player One, how did that come about before I get into it?
Yeah. So when I got the pack,
The song, not the album for those watching. The song, Player One.
yeah. So I'm trying to think. It was probably the third song I wrote for the album.
Okay. Did you know it was going to be called Player One at that time? The album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you
Yeah.
know it was the intro when you recorded it?
No.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
No, I did not.
Definitely has a real intro. It has an intro vibe to it.
I
Like
did not. Yeah.
when you brought the sequencing over, I was like, yeah, this makes sense as a track one.
Yeah, I definitely took my time on that. I wanted to, I like crescendos and I like shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, so I wrote the song as a title track for sure though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm like, this is gonna be the Player One cycle in my life. You know what I mean? I know what the next one's gonna be as well. Everybody does. If you know what my name is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
You're getting the Player One character.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so the beat, it was so groovy. The beat was so groovy that I thought it would be fascinating to Hoyle if I, cook something on it. You know what I mean? Couples. There's a couple beats on there. I thought he might get a kick out of me writing some shit too.
Was that a fair assumption, Oil?
Yeah,
Were you
there's definitely some
fascinated?
tracks for sure. Like I was surprised that's surprised the ones that he picked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For sure, but I sent them, right? I
Right.
sent those beats. When those beats are the ones that come back to me, I can't be too surprised. But
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, this wasn't the most surprising one on the album, but yeah.
It was one of them?
I don't even know if it was. Yeah, it was probably one of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think so, just because.
I thought Campfire was gonna fuck him up.
Campfire definitely fucked me up.
I thought
Campfire was
competition
definitely the
gonna
most.
fuck him up.
Competition did, yeah, for sure. For sure. Sometimes
Mission
I just
accomplished.
don't know what the most, I like, sometimes I'm not always sure how rappable some of my beats are.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why he picked Campfire. Some things like, because sometimes when I make a beat, it's just an exercise. I'm just trying to get something out and get something started. You know what I mean?
You're not.
So,
You don't have no attention with it going out to be anything. It's just something you're
I
doing.
don't care
in
what
time.
it sounds like. It's
Right.
100% about the process. You know, like it's like laying down on your bed and just working on your form, shooting. You know what I mean? Like that's all some beats are to me. Is just like getting some reps in. And competition necessarily wasn't one of those beats, but it wasn't necessarily like
Yeah, I just didn't think you would think I would pick that one.
right, and he's right on that one for sure. I'm
sure.
glad he did.
It's quite
That
the-
beat was
yeah,
hard
it's
as
quite the
nails, and he
extravagant
killed it.
beat. Oh,
but-
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
for sure it is. But we're gonna get in this player one now. This is JHawk and Billy Hoyle, player one.
Hell yeah.
Streaming on all platforms. Make sure y'all tap in, man.
That's right.
Check it out, man. Anything you guys want, we got. Anything you want to do, do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You got any cigarettes? Regular or menthol?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'd like to welcome you to the greatest arcade on earth. Oh, and here comes the player with the highest score now.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, here we go. Pull out the bands on them, rockin' the Tams on them. Let them know that ghetto niggas get it if they want it. Like hello haters, they be really frontin'. Just cause we get it jumpin'. Them hater niggas, I done killed a dozen of them on the road, swear it was really something. Laughing at it while I did it, I could miss the chuckling. Soon as I hit the button, it's player one and I'm ready to get the game started. And we ain't in it for the lame drama. You want some cool shit, you see me, then you run me to death. You post the bullshit, you make me wanna jump off the app. The fuck is that on your celebrity run? But if it ain't gon' make me smarter, then it better be fun. Shit, trying to get me to believe that some devil with no chances about slimmer than several to one. Maybe a lot of players, but it's rarely the one to get it done. Do your dentist if you champ, goddammit. It's player one and I'm ready to get the game started. We ain't in it for the lame drama. First you insert your coin, then you pick your mode. Read your command list and stick to the code. Just the way players play, all day, every day. I don't know what else to say. Just the way players play, all day, every day. I don't know what else to say. And I think we both can agree on what the ladies want. They wanna have my baby, bro, they haven't rated up. But I just be chillin', I just play the cut. You heard me complaining once. Now that you mention it, I probably should start cashing in all these favors that accumulated. Bring it back like a boomerang and look out for your player. My grandmama used to tell me, look out for the savior and make sure you tell him thank you. He gave you mountains to scale up. Well, okay, grandmama, you got that. I remember when Ross and Meek was screaming Tupac back. But he ain't back yet. Wish he come back sooner. If Pac's still in Cuba, the Christ still in Judah. Hope that I ain't lose ya if I did oh well. If you wanna win the game, gotta know how to L. Guess who got high score? Rep the block 5-4. You don't like my shit? You can suck my balls. It's player one and I'm ready to get the game started. We ain't in it for the lame drama. First you insert your coin, then you pick your mode. Read your command list and stick to the code. Just the way players play, all day, every day. I don't know what else to say. Just the way players play, all day, every day. I don't know what else to say. I'm busting out the Pee-wee.
It's a good song.
Yeah, definitely a good song, man. That's player one off the player one album. JHawk and Billy Hoyle streaming everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We got Ross from Pitt said Campfire is a standout track on the album. Kudos to JHawk and Hash Brown Hoyle.
Go looking out, family.
That's
For
bro,
sure.
Yeah, shout out to bro.
Yeah, Hash Brown Hoyle.
Hash
That's
Brown.
a classic. You got a couple nicknames. You got your goddamn self, huh?
Hush Puppy Hoyle, Hot Dog Hoyle. I'm about to launch Hot Dog Hoyle soon. I have a collaboration with Brighton Hot Dog Shop coming out. Hot Dog Hoyle, King Lupa, which you'd have to know my government name for that one to really
Resonate.
hit.
Yeah.
King Lupa. Yeah, I got a few. I went by the Young God for a long time.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, I've had a couple over the year. The Holiday Park Heartthrob.
Ooh,
Holiday Park Heartbreaker.
that's hard.
Those are like my wrestling names.
Yeah,
like
those
when
are
I
hard.
eventually ascend to the WWE, I will be the Holiday Park. One of those two for sure.
You guys big wrestling fans? Like back in the day, wrestling fans?
Not me.
Back in
I
the
just
day, hell yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in
I
the
just
day,
know that's
hell
my
yeah.
trajectory.
Okay.
You know? But no, I was never. I was a wrestling fan in like elementary school.
Yeah.
I know that's where I'll be.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
I love the confidence, man.
Yeah, no, I fell off many years ago.
Yeah, same. I fell off after the Attitude Era, like
Right.
after Stone Cold and The Rock.
That's right.
Same, yeah.
That's when I stopped caring. Now I couldn't tell you who does what. Now I know they be showing them all the
Yeah,
time
far
now.
removed. I do hip hop every day.
Hip hop every day for sure, for sure. And speaking of hip hop every day, so Player One, you didn't know it was going to be an intro track, but you didn't know that was the name of the album when you made it.
Mm-hmm.
So you were already in mode, and it worked out to be a perfect intro. It does sound like it was supposed to be an intro. And you said that was the third song made. What was the first song made for the project?
That's a good question. I'm
It's
thinking what's the
Ferrero
oldest
Rocher.
song? What's the oldest song? Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
It's the oldest song on the motherfucking album. Yeah.
Now, whenever you made that song, did you know it was going to be an album, or was you just right
No.
into some Hoyle?
No, I was just cooking Hoyle.
Yeah.
I was just cooking Hoyle at the time, you know. You dig? But yeah, second song I wrote on the album was probably Time Is Up.
Mm.
And then that's probably my favorite joint on there.
That's
And
one of
then,
my favorite joints on there.
That's
For
probably
sure.
my favorite joint on there.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, man, this gotta be a tape.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a tape.
And that's when it came together. You was like, "This is going to be a tape." I really like Spooky too.
Spooky, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very
Spooky definitely has a sound to it.
very
sure it
powerful
does.
song.
For sure
yeah,
it
yeah.
does. What up, though?
Very
What up,
powerful
what up,
shit.
what up?
You know what I'm saying? That's a very vulnerable song for me to release at this point in my career as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
felt naked on that one?
Yeah, no question
Yeah.
about it. That's pretty much 100% real on that song.
Yeah, you could tell it was personal.
There ain't no mother.
Yeah, I knew it was real. I didn't know. I guess to me, from my perspective, it took so much confidence to write and record that, and you could hear it, that I assume that was your natural position with it. I didn't know it was that
It is my
vulnerable.
natural
of a-
position with it. But yeah, it's not a conversation I bring up to strangers.
Right.
So
sure.
it left
Okay.
you
That's
very
real.
vulnerable.
That's real. I feel that.
You know, I talk to you about it.
Right,
But
right.
to write a song about, my atheism is just like, it's a very comfortable point in my career.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm very proud of.
You think you would have been able to do that 5-10 years ago?
Able
write
to do
a
it?
song like that?
No, because I wasn't as educated as I am at this point in time. The last 10 years, it's been quite
A journey.
Yeah, it's been a lot of deconstruction,
Yeah.
and I'm in a great spot now,
I love to hear that.
and I think it's really helping the art, and I can make art that I can stand on, and
Yeah.
that is truly JHawk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part of it.
No, for sure, man. And I could tell that with that song how personal it was. And I think you speak to how personal it was. But since we were talking about it, I wanted to get into that Time Is Up track off of the Player One album. Y'all want to tell me about this? How
That
this
shit
came
hard
about?
as nails.
You said this was the second song you recorded.
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
What was the thought process whenever you were writing this? Whenever you got this beat, you said the album wasn't even an album at this point. It was just you writing some Hoyle.
Yeah. I always like to say when I get into a vibe with a beat, the song kind of usually writes itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when I locked in on this one, man, it was just like,
It just came naturally.
huh. And I'm like, man, this is so fire. I'm like, man, me and him should put out an album, dog. Like we really got to put out like a serious album and not be bullshitting with it.
Yeah.
Like just trying to bird feed the people. Like, nah.
Because
You know what I mean?
I'd imagine it was a conversation at some point in time before it even came to fruition.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
definitely.
wasn't. Yeah, it was. I might have been like, putting that bug in his ear around the same time I was writing them songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah. So. Yeah, it happened.
Time
It
Is Up was
it
the one-
supposed to happen.
That was the one that sealed it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That shit's hard as nails.
All right, we're going to get into this Time Is Up off the Player One album from JHawk and Billy Hoyle. Make sure y'all stream that, man.
The money's not even about the money. Fuck the money. I lost my daddy's watch.
All comes back when your time is up. Clock's running off, then your time is up. No matter what you do now or what you do then, you can't turn back the hand. Test over pins down when your time is up. Before you know, man, your time was up. No matter what you did then or what you do now, can't turn back. You can't turn back. Here we go. Here's a JHawk song. Take some time, not long. Started off weak, but when it got strong, reckon with the force. The OGs passed it down, now I'm stepping with the torch. Like the wake when the skies are gray. No time wasted, this assume they be ashamed, a detriment, of course. Separate divorce from these constructs is relative. The only power ever have is the power you get. Hate to say we took the hub for granted. Seems the liquor stores and funeral homes are still standing. Built manager, don't care, I'm a good tenant. He want his unit vacant, I just want to make ends meet and cop bread for sandwiches. Damn, I can handle it, just need more time. If I could put together a decent rhyme, I know the payment stops. He said it ain't my problem, so who you blaming, Hawk? Soon as you leave the apartment, shit, I'ma change the lock. All comes back when your time is up. Clock's running off, then your time is up. No matter what you do now or what you do then, you can't turn back the hand. Test over pins down when your time is up. Before you know, man, your time was up. No matter what you did then or what you do now, can't turn back. You can't turn back. This is raw hip hop. I'm just worried about the time. You worry about your timeline. It's the wrong TikTok. We still dancing to the tunes of the more guitars. With no chance, we've been conned to programming the strong, my nigga. Don't come in with that bullshit, drinking all the liquor. Belligerent with hiccups. What you do with your 24, that's all your business. If you's an intellectual, then y'all should get this. Salute to the seekers, the found answers. A limit to the proceedings, so you can count cancer. It go 1 into the 2, 2 into the 3. From the Space Jams on to the Jordan Jubilee. See your bro hurt and say, fuck it got to do with me. We could all stand and pitching for the youngest to the league. Caught with the gun and they gig it to the 3. Trying to get your jewelry. We a team, you and me. You and me. Work. No matter what you do, you can't turn back. You can't turn back the hand. No matter what you do, you can't turn back. You can't turn back.
I'm the dude. So that's what you
Good
call
one.
For sure. That's the Time Is Up off the Player One
Yeah, that's
album.
kinda, that joint's kind of bananas. I like that shit, man.
Yeah, that was the lead single
Yeah.
for the album. It's been doing really well. A lot of people have reached out about that one for sure.
Yeah, I could tell why too, man. I love what you did with the hook. Like you said, the layers are crazy.
Yeah, he really
Even a
did his
little
thing on
bridge
that.
towards the end. You know what I mean? The whole thing was wrapped up in a bow perfectly, bro. So you're doing a project. I had a question I wanted to ask you, and I totally forgot it just now. But you're doing.
Smoking that
Oh yeah,
shit.
I know exactly what it is. I know the reason behind it. See, I ain't stopped though. So, Time Is Up. Great track. That's what I wanted to say. So you're doing the project, and I like the visuals that you guys put out with this stuff, like all the lead up, all the rollout. I love what you did with it, and I love how you approached it. Was that something you guys thought about beforehand, like how you wanted to roll this out? How much thought
sure.
and time did you guys put into the rollout for this?
A lot for sure.
Yeah, because it seemed like it's a lot of different scenes you guys are shooting in. Like I love the photos.
Yeah.
That you have. It seems like it's a lot of different places you guys went for this.
Right.
What was that
brilliant.
process like?
Brilliance.
What was that process like? How did you guys come up
It
with
was
the idea?
it was absolutely well for my part. I mean, after let him work his magic. You know what I mean? Getting it done, like, you know what I mean? We shooting videos,
Right.
you know what I mean? And photo shoot here. And, you know what I mean? It was fun on my side, you know what I mean? And all of that, you know what I mean? It's expensive or whatever, but,
Of course, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I've been expensive. It's not my
Right.
first year being a rapper. Like, plus I'm talking that shit I want to say.
Yeah. And like you said, you're having fun with it too.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's always fun, you know what I mean? Not that it can't like drive you up a wall or anything, but you know, things come to us pretty organically.
Yeah.
It's kind of the story of my life, and I'm sure the story of my future. You know,
Yeah.
things happen organically. So it's really just about when the idea comes, trying to have the idea at a scalable level, and then looking at your resources, being like, at what level can we do this? At what level is this doable for us? You know.
Right.
And then it you know, there's a lot of moving pieces to put into place, and you know, it happens when it happens. Like, the project was really probably done musically probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, about.
And then like the time leading up to this was just you know, thinking about every piece, thinking about how you want it to look and smell, and how you can accomplish those things. So it takes a lot of time for sure, but it's always been worth it, my experience, you know, putting things together like that. Like, I believe in the music so much, like,
It's definitely been
why
a
would
great
I not want it to?
great response.
You want to maximize it. You want to maximize the opportunity from it. Is
Yeah.
it hard finding the balance for you, Hoyle, working with so many different artists? Because you have a good mixture of artists that you
Right.
work with pretty frequently. Is it difficult finding the time to give all of those artists all of you? Because you can't half-ass it, right?
Nah, I don't half-ass anything, you know.
Right.
I think musically it's very easy, like, 'cause I'm making things, I'm sending them places, and like, you know, I have 3 or 4 projects right now that are in different stages of completion. So it's really just like, once it's time to like go full pedal, it's time to go full pedal.
Right.
Fortunately, I work with people who understand that Hawk's been getting the majority of the attention. However,
Because
you know,
it's that
recently,
cycle for you, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like things come to a complete halt for anyone else. Like, the thing with producing a full album is like, honestly, there's a lot of like handing off. Like, you know, the production was done for the album probably really before many vocals were laid.
Right.
So I also have that time to work on things with people, and then once we get to a point where it's like, all right, like, let's package this and get it out, that's when I go fully that direction.
And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I would say that's probably why it's so important for you to have a rapport with the artists that you're working with, right?
Very much
Because
so.
they have to be understanding of just that.
Right.
They have to know that, you know, if I have this going on, this is going to be this and that. And even JHawk mentioned it earlier. He said this is one of the projects that he waited the longest
Right.
to put out.
Right.
And
Yeah,
he was
nah,
and he was anxious for it because he believed in it so much.
Yeah.
But having that rapport, having that friendship, you know it's going to be all good. And you know
There's a
it's
lot
gonna-
of
it's gonna
trust
work
there
when it's
too.
supposed to.
You know,
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
trusting that time is going
well
to
spent.
amount to something,
Yeah.
right? You know, like,
Yeah.
if I came out of poked my head out of my groundhog hole 2 years later and was like, I think we should upload it to Dat Piff, I'm sure he wouldn't have been that patient at
Right.
that point.
That's
He would
a
have been
fact.
like, what are we talking about? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But when you poke your head out with a plan, it's, you know,
It's
And
different.
the proof's really in the pudding, you know. It's been
For sure.
one of definitely the best response I had on a release thus
Yeah.
far in my career. You know what I mean? So, and I'm glad it's at the best time for this to happen for me personally in my
Right.
career. With, you know, like I said, with me being as introspective as I've been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, lately, and where I'm at. And
It
what I
kind
got
of
coming
it kind
and
of
shit
speaks
like
for
that.
where you are in your life. The album does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's a time capsule in my life, for
Right.
sure, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I can hear beats and I can tell you like exactly.
What was happening during that time?
Right, and it's like that for me with pretty much every beat I make. Like,
It's a
time
soundtrack.
is-
It's a soundtrack for your life.
Right, yeah, time is up. Me and my ex had just moved into our spot. I still drank, you know what I mean? I know I was like drunk when I made that beat. Made it in the kitchen in like 10 minutes to show her. Not just could I make beats, how easy it was for me, how natural it was, you know.
beats like You Is Gorgeous, beats like What's Going On. Oh my gosh, it's why Hoyle's my favorite producer.
Yeah.
Definitely in the city of Pittsburgh.
Shout out.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Hoyle for
So, oh man, like those beats are so perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not always. Since back in the day, like some guys got the air and then they catch it and they make the beat and it's like, oh, perfect beat.
Yeah. No, for sure. I can
You know what I mean?
definitely.
And I
agree
always
with that.
knew Hoyle had the air, and I don't know how long he really been making beats.
You're like 08, 09, I would say.
Yeah. Make sure y'all check out the first episode with Hoyle if y'all want to find out the story of all that, because we definitely get into that.
Good plug.
Yeah, you see that?
But yeah, as soon as I found out, it made sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I already knew he had the air.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I always thought I had the air. You don't
Right.
gotta be a rapper or a producer
To have the
sure.
ear.
to have the air.
Well, no, that's what you guys said. That's really what built your bond is music initially, not even your own music,
Right.
but just listening to music. You're like, oh, you like the same. You're into the same shit I'm into.
You know what I mean?
So it
You
makes
put
sense.
me D with shit
Yeah.
to this day. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was the biggest thing about Time Bomb too. It provided a space, kind of like not necessarily pre-internet, but pre-internet how we know it,
Yeah.
for like-minded people to come together.
It was social media. It was real.
Right,
It was
yeah,
real
you
social.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was such a. Let's get into another track.
I ain't the biggest social media guy, but shit.
Hey, that's a dope thing too, right? About
a
being
good
with
thing.
Hoyle, because Hoyle's gonna be on the end even when you're not on the social media. He's gonna be doing some shit, and to have a team like that, like while you're not doing something, he's working. While he's not doing something, you're working on something different.
Right.
So that having that type of relationship goes a long way,
It does.
for sure.
So, he's definitely worried about the things I'm either too lazy or too stupid to worry about.
What track should we play next?
You got one?
Huh, second?
You got one? You got one?
And at my request, I want to hear You Is Gorgeous, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's later down in the album, you know what I mean? I ain't the last track I wrote or nothing, but it was close.
Tell me about it. How did that come about?
As soon as I heard the beat, I knew I was rhyming on that shit, man. So dope. That sound, yeah, I mean, that's my wave. I enjoy at this time in the Renaissance, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely a beat I'm proud of. I can say I'm associated with when people hear it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
This is You Is Gorgeous off the Player One album. JHawk and Billy Hoyle.
I'm gonna tell you, wake up, bitch, cause you look good.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, how you doing, darling? My name. Oh, you know already. Oh, shit. Don't get me started. That's not. Well, maybe it is true. I don't need it. Okay, here we go. Well, how appropriate. Been over time, a vibe so divine. Bottle opener, the open wine and bed. Listen here, pigs in the blanket, but the frozen kind. Like Leo McDowell, just couldn't pronounce Aeolian. This is America, Jack. I done seen loads of crime, but here, what's the difference between illegal and crime? Not supposed to be nothing, but what I seen is showing me something. Swept under the rugs or holding the cupboards. If these walls could talk, there's cabinets and closets and faggots and concretes. I'm flipping out into a somersault. The madness, I dodge it, yeah. Now did you catch it? I said Congress got cabinets and closets got faggots. They fucking like rabbits, doing damage to our kids. What's this shit in your phone? Really wouldn't care if you was, but is this what you want? Single mothers seeing daddies getting ripped from the home. Topic tender like getting ripped from the bone. Nobody said that this shit was gonna be fair. You need to keep that shit in mind, they already know. Q said before that they don't know, don't show, don't care. When you're just a kid climbing out the ghetto in the projects, used to hate how they pronounce shit. I'm about to eat some cereal and listen to the radio. Split a zip with my brother Nino, we would grab a zone. Nigga, we the wisdom of the streets. Voices running deep in the baritone. Then we do it with rap music. No, it ain't what it been lately, but let's get back to it. I bet you say you rap, but you don't really rap, do you? You just act stupid, sound foolish. Hit the sturdy dance, do the Lil Uzi for us. I kept it straight big boss, didn't even use a chorus. Remember to love yourself, cause you was gorgeous. Remember to love yourself, all my people, love yourself no matter what. You gotta love yourself. I mean, you deserve it. You worthy. You was gorgeous.
Some positive affirmations.
How can you not love that song?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Some positive affirmations for the people, right?
Come on. Man.
Love yourself. No, for sure, man. And I could tell that a lot went into this project for you. You know what I mean? I love the lyricism. You always display, very dope lyricism, but, something about them whole beats that accentuates it so much. And I know you're a fan of lyricists. You work with a lot of lyricists.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
So the music is kind of catered towards that. So you guys already did a album release party? I know you had the listening. I know you did the listening party.
We did a listening section.
Is there going to be an album release party for this?
Yeah, probably be down the Galaxy and shit.
Okay.
Definitely keep your eyes peeled. Probably be on the 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at December 13th right now at Galaxy. We're just trying to lock that in for certain. It's like a 99%, but we'll have a official announcement when that's locked in.
Make sure y'all look out for it, man. I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, man, slide through.
Oh, I'm going to show some love. What's up with the socials? One more time, tell the people how to get a hold of y'all if they want to find you on social media, they want to follow the journey, want to get to know y'all better. How can they go about doing that?
Definitely check us out on the YouTube. Dropped a video a couple weeks ago. Juice on the album, you know what I'm saying? Super dope, you know what I mean? Definitely been appreciating the love and feedback we've been getting on the video. So JHawk, Black Scully Gang on YouTube.
YouTube.com/Billy Hoyle.
Tim Westwood TV.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk. And then, just Billy Hoyle on everything. There'll be some other white dudes that like hip hop that pop up too, but I'm the 412 one.
Yeah, there's
right.
definitely.
There'll definitely be a million JHawks. I'm the 412 one, bro.
There's definitely, I know a couple Billy Hoyles. There's one out this way.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. A lot of us watched that movie and was like, I figured out my identity for the next 30 years.
Yeah, that's what it is. I ain't rushing y'all out of here. I don't want y'all to think I'm doing that by any means.
No, it's all good.
I do want to get into one more track before we get out of here. I'll let you choose the last one. What would you like to hear before we get out of here off of the Player One project?
Damn, what do I want to hear?
Everything on there is heat.
No, for sure that. What you said, the video just dropped. We could do the video.
Yeah, you can play Juice. Juice is cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good one to end on, Juice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, let me say something about Juice.
Yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace, my little bro, Big Penny.
R.I.P. Big Penny.
That's a
Black Scully Gang.
The chorus is a Big Penny line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my little bro, I mean, we created the Black Scully Gang talking like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, if y'all want to know more about that, check out the episode with JHawk. He definitely gets into that.
And then he was one of the best in the city, you know what I mean, from the Hill. And that was a fire line he had. And I thought I'd make it a hot song. And then, I like to always think of him whenever I hear it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of homage to him, for sure.
For sure.
I love that. All right, so we're going to get into that Juice off the Player One project.
Do you have fun singing those songs? They're really depressing.
I do. They're full of rich history.
Here come the Juice. R.I.P. Big Penny. Black Scully Gang for life. Let's get it.
See, the truth is, you either born in the sworn in, get the whole blast, not a few sips. But still, you can catch Juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best. Q fact is, it's no practice, it's game time. Let your cup spill and be half drenched. But still, you can catch Juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best. Q word, nigga. My people dealt with the worst fixes. Niggas think they wantin' the juice, but here's the thirst quencher. Witnessing this fake shit has been more realer than I could have expected. In my hood, only message we got was from the dope dealers. I want them bras too. I want them cars too. Photo four-wheeler. They told us we was thirsty, they to wear those cute. Want the juice from a tree, they don't bear no fruit. Yeah, they pre-warned us. Learned to act the niggas is pre-forming. Wanna take the juice from a nigga, then put the squeeze on them. And get better, bring it dry. Want the smoke to bring the fire. Missed opportunities, salty like you ding the ride. See, the truth is, you either born and a sworn in. Get the whole glass, not a few sips. But still, you can catch juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best. Q fact is, it's no practice, it's game time. Let your cup spill and be half drenched. But still, you can catch juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best.
All we wanted was just a sip of whatever sets in the cup. Streets gave stripes, raised gang life, rep a big blood, the brotherhood. But a man first, Pepper Pig Mondays. I helped my ex raise a daughter until one day we part ways. Shame but couldn't sort it out. Don't like what's in your glasses, put it up and pour it out. Get your ass up off the couches, your perceptions, your reality can have you bastards don't know how to read. It's easy, get either half full, or half empty. You either got full, I have Benjis. Some niggas got school, some niggas work at Wendy's. Either way they want the drip, cause they got the juice. I ain't bucking or my mocking ya, I ain't got the perk, my nigga. If it's popular, niggas got the thirst and they dying.
See, the truth is, you either born and a sworn in. Get the whole glass, not a few sips. But still, you can catch juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best. Q fact is, it's no practice, it's game time. Let your cup spill and be half drenched. But still, you can catch juice. Bishop, it's a chess move. Merc Raheem throwing bombs, I'm the best. Q.
My cup runneth over. Black Scully gang. Rest in peace, Big Benny. But life. Good luck, Billy Hoyle. My man. Got it from the mud.
Yeah, that go crazy.
Yeah, beats like that is definitely why he's my favorite.
And the video's out for that as well, right?
Videos out for that. Videos out for, I can never pronounce it right. Richtofen?
Rick Toffin.
Rick Toffin.
For
Videos
sure.
out for that too. Yup.
Make sure y'all check those videos out.
Rick Toffin, yeah.
Now for you, Billy Hoyle, whenever you send these beats out and you get them back, you don't know what's going to happen. What's the feeling like when an MC executes it the way that you imagine or better? Like, what's that feeling like?
It's a good feeling.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels good for sure. I
think he's asking you, do you get a lot of MCs that don't?
That's not what I was asking, but that's a good question. I'll
It's a
take
good
that.
question.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you definitely get
Get
surprised.
duds, yeah.
Like the thing is like, because I do vet people before we work. It's like I trust whatever they do.
Yeah.
It hasn't made sense to me already. It would be like me looking at a blank canvas, and in my mind outlining or sketching something on it
Before you even
and
get
then
started.
handing it to someone,
Yeah.
and it comes back and it's not what my sketch is. I'm sure there's still beauty in it. There's still art in it. It just, I already had a visualization and it didn't hit that. So sometimes I just have to find it.
Yeah.
Just sit with it. But when it comes back and it just makes sense off rip, I mean, yeah.
That's a good description, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
For sure, that was a good description. And I got another one for you guys. Since you are an MC producer duo, what are y'all top 5 MC producer duos of all time, excluding yourselves?
Yeah. I don't know.
Top 5?
Gangstars, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, they
That's
have
a
to.
good one.
Right.
For my man, I would have guessed he'd have said that. Top 5 of them?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's easy. I mean, I can say my personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't wanna like try to.
We'll just go back and forth and we'll
Okay.
figure it out. Because I'm sure we got a lot of mutuals.
For
So
sure,
Gangstar
for sure.
being one. Shout out Primo. I love Primo.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if they would be on my list.
They don't make your
honestly.
top 5?
No.
Okay.
No. Me personally, it would be like Primo Nas.
Primo Nas is definitely a good duo.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the duo? Is it just two people that have worked together, or people who have put out a body of work?
I would say work consistently together. I think Primo and Nas would fall in that category. Of course, Premier and Royce. I mean, I guess they got a project together, but
yeah, they have a couple projects.
That might
together,
be on
right?
that might be on my top 5
Prime?
producer. Yeah, that Prime shit. Yeah. That might be
Definitely
on my top 5 as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit like that, though. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a little different shit like that.
For
But
sure.
yeah, that definitely might be on my top 5.
Mobb Deep.
Because
Mobb
of
Deep.
I was gonna say Mobb Deep
Yeah.
definitely counts.
Oh shit!
That,
I ain't
you know,
thinking
Havoc and Prodigy. Yeah,
That's probably that'd be like my number 1.
I mean, if they don't have to have a body of work, I'd say Dilla and Guilty Simpson.
Oh, that's a good one.
They always sound great together.
That
I love
wouldn't-
Detroit.
That wouldn't be
Detroit.
on my 5, but I listen to that a whole lot.
Competition
So I
is a
do
super
know why he says that. You know what I'm saying?
Detroit beat for me. I was listening to a lot of Dillatronic when I made Competition. That's like right in that pocket.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure. That's a super
That's
Dillatronic
ill.
beat.
Yeah, shit like that. But what comes to mind crazy right now is shit that Rock and Al was doing.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Elephant Man's Bun shit. Yeah, I mean, I was.
Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist, super dope when they get together.
Yeah,
Right.
Al's like my favorite producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But.
Dan the Automator and Del Funky Homosapien for
okay.
sure.
I've been
saying that's a great call.
I've been
out for
telling
real.
Hoyle Alchemist is my favorite producer since I was like 15 and shit.
Right, for sure.
I like
You know
Alchemist
what I'm
too.
Yeah, I can't. I don't do
Mad Libs,
top
MF
5.
Doom.
Well, yeah, that's up there. High Tech and Talib for me is up
That's
there.
a good one.
High Tech's just like one of the most underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Woo. I don't know, man.
Right, RZA and
Just
probably
like
one
all of
them.
the Woo for me.
That's all right. Y'all got to come prepared next time for a top 5. I'll let y'all slide without
Hell
giving
yeah.
me a true top 5.
Appreciate it.
You know, funny enough, I was thinking about this on my way over, and
No, these are complicated questions for hip hop.
these are complicated questions, but these are these are things.
This is a good
These
question.
these are barbershop conversations,
This
right?
is shit I write down.
Yeah, this is a barbershop conversation.
What's
You
your
know-
top? What's your top 5?
My top 5. All right, here you go.
Top 5 producer. MC
Timberland and
combo.
Magoo.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's on the top 5.
Yes.
Salute because
Salute, yeah.
No, not because
I'm
just
not
because
knocking that.
they sound good together. Like
I'm
I
just
go back
saying,
and
you can't think of
Yes.
5 better than Timberland and fucking Magoo.
no,
It's not better though. It's what he
it's
likes.
not. It's what it's what I like. Not just like
I loved
not-
fucking Timberland and Magoo,
not just
bro.
These are my personal favorites.
Don't get me fucked up. I'm not mad at the pick.
No, not at all.
I
I
love
already
that
knew the
pick. I love
reaction I was
that
going to
pick.
get.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
that
what I'm
pick.
saying.
It's a good one to start with. Who else though?
Because like as a child, I grew up on Timberland and Magoo. Like
That's
that
a
was
fact.
like that
That's
was
a
like
big
friendly.
fact.
Like
that just look. You just showing your age and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's all.
Prime. I like Prime. I love Royce.
Word.
I love Premier.
Yeah, I was riding around to that. I had a prime phase when that first one came out, and then so I was excited for the second one.
Alchemist, Freddie Gibbs, that Alfredo.
That comes to mind crazy.
Goes
for some
crazy.
reason.
Like you said,
But
Alchemist has so much
everything,
dope
I ain't
stuff.
want to say nothing with Alchemist because pretty much
Anything he does,
with I mean like the shit he does with Earl, shit he does with Bodie James,
Yeah,
shit
Bodie's
he does
shit's
with
crazy.
Fred.
Bodie's been doing a lot of dope collabs with.
Shit he does with Currency,
producers.
like
Yeah,
oh
Nicholas
man.
Craven and Boldy are probably like up there for me, really.
Yeah, that was
Shit Alchemist does with Armor Hammer. Like he gets in so many different bags, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the man for sure. He's top 3.
And it's super
influence
nice.
for me.
I could talk to, yeah, I mean, definitely my favorite producer in the city about shit like this.
Right.
And we can make music and try to be the best we can be. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking forward to working with him again.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
For sure, man. I'm looking forward to what y'all cook up after that. Yeah, top 5, bro. Next time y'all got to come ready for it.
You ain't give me no fucking top
I
5.
gave you 3. What I said, Timberland,
You just
Magoo,
said Timberland, Magoo.
Alchemist and Fredo.
Prime.
Okay.
Or not Alchemist and Fredo. Alchemist and
Prime. Okay,
Fred
yeah,
Prime.
I only gave you 3.
I mean, I feel like I gotta say Dre and Eminem, right? But
real.
But the weird thing, I mean, I know too much. I know too much about hip hop to know that they never really worked on them. It was usually Mailman and Eminem or the Bass Brothers and Eminem type shit, because Dre don't really make beats. But Dre and them for all intents and purposes. Snoop and Dre. I rounded off with that. Snoop and Dre.
There's
what I mean?
a lot of good fucking beats.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fucking beats.
I'm probably gonna look back on this, so y'all don't hold me to this, because I'm probably gonna change it. Someone else is gonna ask me the same question,
Well, that's
and
why
I'm gonna give a whole different answer the next time around.
That's why I don't have a top 5 for anything. It's always changing.
Yeah, it's forever changing. We grow through it.
But that's
Yeah. No, I usually do have a top 5, but I never thought of that one.
Yeah,
that one's a little
it's a good
technical.
That's a good question, man.
For sure.
That's a good question. Timberland Magoo is on there for me though.
Oh yeah.
Salute. Yeah, man, that was quite the time.
I like
that was like Street
But
Fighter.
damn, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then I can also say like Manny Fresh and whoever with Cash Money, mainly
Fresh is
Wayne.
definitely one of the illest.
You know what I mean? Like Wayne and like that first Carter album was
Right.
so. That's one of my top 5 albums. The first Carter album is so crazy.
I love that.
That was the
album. It's
Bible
definitely a
at one
classic.
point. The niggas in the hood.
Straight
man.
front to back for sure.
And it was like the evolution of Wayne and like Manny in a whole different zone, right? Like the modern Manny, like the Jeezy Manny is what you got from like that Wayne album.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might hear me talk about this, and I might say some whole different shit. I'm definitely gonna give it more consideration for next time. But y'all would be up there on my list as well, and I appreciate y'all coming down and joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Man, you two are legends.
Big 724 shit. Shout out to 724.
Yeah,
shout
man.
out JP for sure.
Yeah, JP was tuned into the chat. He definitely shout us out.
Salute.
Yeah, shout out everybody who holds it down for the 724, man. We got a lot of people. I don't want to name people, and then somebody's gonna be sad.
Leave
that I
someone
didn't,
off for sure. Yeah. Save yourself the trouble.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna do it. But yeah, shout out to everybody that makes that happen, and shout out to y'all for coming down and representing. Like I said, you're both legends.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure that I get to have conversations with
Likewise.
legends, and you know what I mean. It's just a pleasure to me that this platform's reached this place where people want to come and have a conversation with me.
Definitely.
Some people, it's funny to me because some people like him and Ha about to drive if they're coming from the city, and I've had so many people from the city come down, right? And I always tell them like, it's not that bad, bro.
No.
Like it's not that bad. And I have people come from further. I had artists from California and many different places come to have this conversation. But I appreciate you guys certainly for doing so, and I'm a fan of what you guys do.
Thank you.
Likewise, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that there's still market for what we would call real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And if that's still around, I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be that platform, man. And this is episode 118.
Damn. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's an accomplishment, man. That's great.
Yeah, it's
Shout
a
out to
beautiful
you.
thing. No, it's not shot. Not. I mean, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I have a hard time taking that stuff in because I know it's everything but me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jesse for allowing me
Shout out to Jesse for sure,
the
man.
place to do this. To have my friends on, and
it's tough doing something every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
Like
is.
that's a quick turnaround time.
It is.
I'm sure there's a lot of days you didn't want to show up to the gym, but you came. You know what I mean? That's
Well, not only that, it's a lot of moving parts because like whenever Hawk hit me up about this initially, the guy that I was supposed to have on this week told me like an hour prior to that he had family plans that he wasn't aware of, so he couldn't come, which he'll be on next week. I don't like to say the names because they end up not coming next week, and then then I look like an a-hole. But so we end up postponing that one to next week. So it was a perfect opportunity for you guys to come on, and I'm glad you did. I've been following what you were doing with this. I seen the rollout. You guys know I tune in. I'm a fan.
For sure.
Like I said, it's genuine with me. I love you guys to death.
For sure. Appreciate you.
100% mean that. And so I was excited to have you on for this. I was genuinely excited about it.
Yeah.
I love the work. I genuinely love the album. And
I'm glad because man, I was hoping people. I'm scared of this one.
Yeah.
I was scared.
No,
of
you held
people,
up your end of the bargain.
I was
for
scared
sure.
of people rejecting this one. You know what I'm saying?
No, you held up your end of the bargain, and I think anyone that lays ears on it is gonna enjoy the work. For
yeah,
sure.
no, it's been a lot of fire emojis and it's been a lot of love, man.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely, top of the leaderboard with the player points.
I appreciate
For
you,
sure
dog. I
on the
appreciate you.
rollout. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm always show love, and like I said, if I believe in it, I'm gonna let you know I believe in it. I've never been too cool for myself. Some people are too cool
Right.
for themselves. I don't care.
Well,
But
yeah, we here for hip hop, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the hip hop community sticks together as much as it does.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and it takes a lot of work to go into it. It's a marathon, man. I'm always
definitely.
saying that on every episode, but people don't understand how much of a marathon it is. It's not a quick thing. People think it happens overnight, but
Yeah, I never understood that either because they want to get on so they can do it for their entire life.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you can just be doing that now.
right.
Like no one needs to co-sign you for you to do this for the rest. You're in the rest of your life right now. Like just do it now.
And like you said, we're in an age now where you can drop music easier than ever. Like it's available to the masses as soon as you release it.
Right.
We never had an opportunity like that.
Yeah, we talked about that
You
shit
can
last
go
project,
straight to the
too.
fans.
Yeah.
Straight to the supporters, the listeners, and in any direction you want to go to. Like, it's a good time to be independent, want to do your own thing. People don't like it because they actually have to do something.
Right.
Everyone would love to just record music and then never have to touch it again, and everyone love it. But
Just be an artist, yeah.
it's never been like that. People want to blame it now on this or that. It's always been that way. You always needed something beyond music.
I had to embrace the new. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I always be telling Hoyle, I'm like, I'm Fred Flintstone with this shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm a caveman with this shit. I'm just very unsavvy, but that ignorance is no excuse.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I had to embrace the new. I'm used to, old school, but I'm glad I'm able to, step into this new wave and think of new ways to, distribute our music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, the buck doesn't stop where we're at now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you certainly stepped into that with this project for sure. And like I said, I love all the visuals and aesthetics that went into this project.
Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who worked on the album.
Yeah.
Justin Boyd, Pat Hogan, Hank
Definitely
Malone,
my man Kush. Salute to my
Kush,
man Cushy.
JD, Big Germ.
Yeah, I mean, Big Germ.
Yeah.
I mean,
For sure. A lot of people involved,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to you too, man. And shout out to the world's dopest podcast.
Shout out to the world's dopest podcast, man. Thanks for having us.
Hey, Marley State of Mind podcast down here at the Bunch of Bulls studio, like we do it every Saturday. Next Saturday, we'll be back with another special guest. Tonight, I had Billy Hoyle and JHawk in the building with me.
Yeah, man.
Make sure y'all tune in to us, man. Until then, we out. Peace.